Alright, got a battle against some bloke called, what was his name? Hang on. Kyuutoryuu. Yeah, that's his name. It'll be in the title, so whatever. But that's his name, so it's kind of confusing. Anyway, I lead off with Bronzong. He leads off with his Politoad. You know what my Bronzong's gonna do. You've seen it 1,000 times in the past, and you'll see it many more times in the future, so yeah. There you go. He's going to scold me, which, if I recall correctly, yeah, it doesn't do a lot, surprisingly. When you consider rain's up, I don't see how it's doing that little. And I have no special defense investment either. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know Bronzong is a fucking beast in the special defense department, but still, I have no investment, so I don't know how that did so little. But I am going to switch out. I'm going to go into Starmie because I figure he'll be quicker and I could T-bolt, and yeah, everything will be hunky-dory. So, hopefully with the analytic boost, I should kill. He is going to protect, see what I do. I hate protect so much. I'm going to be such a hypocrite, though. One day I'm going to have protect and roar on a team, and I'll be like, oh, this is brilliant, I love this. And I'll be the biggest hypocrite ever. Anyway, he's going to go into his, Tentacruel. I'm not entirely sure why. Because, yeah, he protected and saw I was going for T-Bolt. However, I think when you switch out, Starmie still gets the analytic boost because it technically moved last, so that did a crap ton. However, he's got protect on this as well. Why? Stop running protect on everything. Anyway, my Trick Room runs out, but I'm still confident that with Trick Room gone, I will be quicker and I'll be able to kill him. Because with the analytic boost, I did, what, 3/4 to the guy? So that's what I'm going for. However, he's going to go into Hydreigon knowing that he can take a T-Bolt for days, and I can't really do anything to him because I have no Ice Beam. So that's not exactly going well. I don't want to stick around, but, you know, it's kind of tricky. I mean, the only real thing I can go back into is Bronzong or Terry. So I'm just going to go into Terry. He's going to U-turn, which I completely forgot Hydreigon's got, because all I ever see is people like running specs or shit. So I don't know. I guess it was Scarfed. But still, most of them are mainly special, so I didn't really see that coming. But it doesn't do much to Terry, so I'm happy. And he's going to go into this Jellicent, and oh my god, this thing is powerful. Okay, Terry is a max HP, max special defense wall. His water spout at max HP in the rain one-shots Terry. That is going some. That's pretty fucking good going. So, yeah. After seeing him completely demolish Terry, I'm scared. Because, that did a shit ton. So my main objective here is to get as much damage on it as possible, because I think if I get it below 1/4, its water spout will be incredibly diminished. However, slowing it down will also be very crucial, but Stun Spore or Knockoff will work well here. He's going to bring in his Hydreigon. I'm going to go for the Stun Spore. I do miss, but I'm not entirely sure what it can really do to me. I mean, Draco would kill, probably, and Tangrowth wouldn't enjoy it. However, he's just going to go for a U-turn, I guess, predicting me to switch out with me fearing the Draco. So, that's understandable and a smart play, but, you know, now he has to sort of decide what he cares least about as far as being paralyzed goes. However, I just go for a knockoff. I hit the Politoad, get rid of its lefties, so, that's very good for me because, again, now it can't just heal itself up, and if it protects, all it's kind of doing is stalling for time, which is a pain in the dick on a Trick Room team, yes, but it isn't too, you know, too bad at the end of the day. He is going to Toxic as I switch out and go into my Starmie. He is going to Protect, and I am going to go for my Trick Room. Here he was like, wait, Trick Room on a Starmie? And I was like, yeah, Analytic Boost. He was like, oh, I see. So, yeah, that's, you know, he's seen the point, I guess. It's kind of tricky to justify, but when it does work, it does work. However, he's going to go for a Scald, and him being quicker means I get my Analytic Boost. However, he doesn't die. I mean, I do a shit ton, don't get me wrong, but I was still hoping I'd kill, and again, that is one of the reasons why I switched out Starmie in the end. Even with the Analytic Boost, it can't kill bulky things like I designed it to. Or wanted it to, I suppose. So, yeah, I'm not entirely enjoying that. However, I do now have, what is that, 3 turns of Trick Room to play around with? He's going to protect here as I go for an Ice Beam, predicting him to switch into Hydreigon to take the Q or dodge it. And now, I believe here I'm going to go for a Stone Edge or EQ. He's going to switch out. He's going to go into his Gliscor. I go EQ, yeah. It was a damn risky play, and I probably should have just gone Ice Beam again, because I know Ice Beam will kill. There's no way in hell it couldn't kill unless Rhyperior is literally that bad. It would need like base 20 special attack to not kill. So I really should have just gone for it, but I didn't, so there you go. I predicted him to protect, so I'm just going to go into Bronzong, and Trick Room runs out there, so that's gone well for me, and now I can Trick Room again, and I can get back on the offensive with Rhyperior, hopefully. That's the plan, at least. He's going to switch out, and he is going to go into his Heatran. This isn't too bad for me, because if I wanted to, I could go back into Rhyperior and sort of start EQing it. I was wondering why he was running a Heatran on a Rain team, but I wasn't really entirely sure of myself, and I don't think he was either, so there you go. He's going to roar me out as I go for a Stealth Rocks. Rhyperior comes back in, which is beautiful. That is damn helpful for me. And I believe here I'm just going to go EQ because of that last mishaps where I went for EQ. I went for Stone Edge on the Heatran and got completely screwed over by it. I don't exactly want that happening again. However, he's going to go into his Politoed and make good use of the Death Fodder to see what I'll go for. I just go EQ there. I probably should have gone SD, but again, I don't want to take any chances with the Heatran, because if my Rhyperior goes, I effectively have nothing to kill it, which is a major, major problem for the team. However, he's going to go into Hydreigon. I'm not entirely sure why, because Trick Room is still up, and I do still have Ice Beam. However, he's obviously trying to stall out my Trick Room. He goes into Heatran, I go Ice Beam, and I get a Freeze. Which, again, it's part of the hacks, but it's still unfair, and I don't enjoy getting hacks like that. So, again, there isn't exactly much I can do. I mean, I can fuck around, and I can sort of, get Trick Room back up again if I really wanted to. However, I'm just going to go Stone Edge, predicting him to switch. In comes the Hydreigon, and that goes down, so that's all fine and dandy. The Trick Room runs out here, so that's, that's good for me. However, he brings back in the Jellicent again, and I have to switch, and I have to sack something, because nothing can take this Water Spout. Nothing. So, I am going to sack Emboar, because I figured this is probably the weakest link. I kind of need Tangrowth if I'm going to get round a decent portion of his team. So, to me, it seemed like Emboar was going to be the worst chink in the armor there. That, and with Rain up, Flare Blitz would do nothing. Hammer Arm is dodged by this guy. I had nothing, really. I am going to go into Tangrowth here because I know Bronzong won't take a hit very well in the slightest. So, I figure I can sponge some shit, and I can at least knock off and get a bit of damage on it. I knock off, get a crit, yeah, look at me go with that luck. I get rid of his lefties, so he isn't gaining anything from sitting there. I'm just going to go Leech Seed, just, again, scouting to see what he's going to do, because with the Rain up, I'm confident Tangrowth can deal with his fire attacks. I won't like it by any stretch of the imagination, but I can deal with it. I am just going to switch out now. I'm going to go into my Bronzong because I can set up Trick Room while he's sitting here. Again, it is very unfair, and I really, really hate taking advantage of hacks like this, but what am I meant to do? That's the thing. I mean, my main problem with hacks like this is if you cock about and you don't do anything, then when he unfours, you're on the back foot. So, yeah, it's... you either take advantage of it or you sit there and put yourself in a worse position. So, there isn't much you can do about it. I mean, I don't mind sitting there and wasting time till he falls out, but it is just still unfair in my mind, and I bloody hate hacks like this. Also, I told him, if you have a fire move, go for it, and it should thaw you out, because that's how I thought it worked. But apparently it's only Scald that thaws you out, which surprised me, because I could have sworn a fire move would thaw you out, but it turns out you have to go for a fire move on him to thaw the opponent out. And since Heatran has Flash Fire, I don't know if it would work like that because the Rhyperior I've got has Lightning Rod, and when it takes an electric attack, the ground resists it before the Lightning Rod does. So I reckon Lightning Rod would absorb the fire move before it thawed him out. Still, I go into Rhyperior now. I am damn glad I didn't get burned there, because that would have really sucked. Although Ice Beam can still do a number on his team, and an EQ from Rhyperior is going to hit the Jellicent like a truck anyway. So it wouldn't have been too bad, but it would have been problematic for sure. So he's going to protect there, stall out a bit more Trick Room, and Leech Seed is going to kill him. So at the end of the day, it was just, it gives me a bit more Leech Seed back as opposed to I kill him. So it was just a damage game, really, and he is still trying to stall out Trick Room, so understandable. He's going to go into his Tentacruel, and I would go for Ice Beam. I would, but if I go Ice Beam and he doesn't switch, then that completely screws me over. He is going to go into his Gliscor here. I go Stone Edge Predict, because again, it's the lesser of two evils, and I get a crit which kills the Gliscor, which pretty much seals it. Oh no, I don't. He lives! Jesus, tap dancing, Christ, how the hell did he pull that off? God damn. Shows the power of Gliscor, people. So he's going to protect to try and get a bit of, more poison heal gain. I predict that, go SD, because while he can EQ, I'm not particularly threatened, and if I get an SD up, he effectively has to stay in with Gliscor, because Stone Edge will kill anything on his team now. I think this is probably the only instance I actually used SD, which is why on my new Rhyperior I've changed it, and you'll see what the new move is. I'm not entirely sure if it'll work, and I am planning on changing it if it goes tits up, but it should be interesting. So I'm going to go into Tangrowth now, just because I was predicting him to... I don't know what I guess I just didn't want to take the EQ, which is kind of stupid because I SD'd. So I don't know what I was bothering with there. He goes Ice Fang, I guess, predicting me to switch into Tangrowth. And he is going to protect there. He's slowly getting more of his health back, which is getting kind of annoying, because I just got in a crit. However, he is going to start SDing here. I go Stun Spore predicting him to switch out because he has nothing to do to Tangrowth. I mean, alright, he has Ice Fang, whatever, but Tangrowth is a max HP, max defense wall. I doubt it's afraid of a fucking Gliscor. Still, I go Leech Seed there just trying to get a bit more damage on him so the poison doesn't heal him up completely. However, he is now at, what, like +4, so I go into the one thing that can wall him, which is Bronzong. He protects trying to get a bit more poison heal gain, and now I can sit here and I can tank his hits all day, because Ice Fang will do nothing, and I am a max HP, max defense wall in my own right, so I'm not afraid. I just go Trick Room here, predicting him to protect again. He is now back at full health, which is awful. However, I can't switch into Rhyperior because if I predict wrong and he goes EQ, I die. However, I think I actually... No, I'm going to Gyro Ball here. See what he wants to do. He SDs again, so he's +6 now. However, I do think at one point I am going to go into Rhyperior predicting a Protect, which was a very obvious play. However, I believe he is actually going to go Ice Fang. Yeah, here we go. Switch into Rhyperior here. He's going to go Ice Fang, and this is without Solid Rock, mind you. I live, which is pretty, again, fucking good going from Rhyperior. And now I'm in here, I have Trick Room up, I have Ice Beam, I have EQ, yeah. So I am looking pretty dandy here. I'm going to go Ice Beam, not fucking around, because I do still have turns to play with. Ice Beam takes him out, where, so Ice Beam did what a crit Stone Edge couldn't do, which is exactly why I have it on this Rhyperior. I guess he was predicting me to overpredict, but still, now all he has left is Jellicent and Tentacruel. I have EQ, he does have Protect, so that is a major problem. However, I still think I have one more turn to fuck around with. I might do, I'm not entirely sure. Nah, it runs out. Okay, so now I'm at a major there's a major problem here of it's going to run out. However, I believe here it DCs. I think. I'm going to switch out and I'm going to go into Tangrowth. I think it DCs here, so whoever, I'm not entirely sure who could have won. If he'd have gotten Jellicent in, I wouldn't have been able to do anything. Still, that's a great game, kyuutoryuu. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have enjoyed this. Hope you enjoy all the random more shit to come. You've heard it all before, whatever. Again, thanks for watching, and peace.